Good morning, everyone. It's Dr. Catherine Kelly, and this is Soul Wisdom Wednesday and also pre-Thanksgiving greeting. I know that this is an important holiday for lots and lots of reasons, and I wanted to pair this video, a pre-Thanksgiving greeting and gratitude message to you with my Soul Wisdom Wednesday video. I haven't done a Soul Wisdom Wednesday for 3 weeks. These last 2 Wednesdays, I have been overwhelmed with clients, very busy trying to help people cope with what is going on in the world right now and what's going on within them. And I really just didn't have the time to tuck some time in to do a Soul Wisdom Wednesday video in the last few weeks. And what's been really interesting lately is these last couple of weeks, I've had lots of my clients thank me, and lots of my clients, and I'm well up. Lots of my clients show care for me and say, how are you doing with all this? You're taking care of a lot of people. And it was really, it's really heartwarming because so many of my clients who I'm supposed to be taking care of are stepping back and realizing that healthcare workers, mental health workers, frontline workers, we are all trying to do our best to support. And even though I'm not on the front lines in terms of seeing visually what's happening with this COVID situation. Thank goodness, I don't think I could emotionally handle that. I am really trying to help as many people as I can get through this situation. And so the gratitude that has been shown toward me, again, is so heartwarming. And so I value it so much because wasn't expecting this, and I'm not a pretty crier, by the way. It's just been so beautiful to see people reaching out and showing compassion and knowing that we are in this together. We are, wow, we are very much in this together. We are in a place where we have to get through this situation. And, I press gratitude a lot. That is something that gets us through so much. When we can shift into a gratitude space and get into a place where we are able to see what we have to be thankful for, because this time of our lives is so important for our development. It is so important for our emotional and spiritual and every other part of our evolution, and it's just so incredible that we are seeing people come together. We are seeing people reach out. But the other thing I want to say to you is, I want to question this and have you really ask yourself this, are you thanking your own soul? Are you thanking you for being resilient? If you really think of everything we have had to do over the last 9.5, 10 months, which is really bizarre for me to think about saying, it's almost been a year. And I'm going to grab a tissue. If we really think about how many pivots we've had to make, how many adjustments we've had to make, how many things we've had to think through, how many problems we've had to solve, how much we've had to just get through, whether it's an emotional uproar, whether it is the election, whatever it might be, we really have to thank ourselves as well. We have to thank ourselves. We have to stop and go, wait a minute, thank you for being resilient. Wait a minute, thank you for getting through this and stopping to problem solve and rising above the situation. And, excuse me, and being able to be real like I am right now. We've had to go within our depths deeper than we have had to in forever. And I think we have more of that coming. But have you thanked your soul lately? Have you stopped to go, wait a minute, I need to thank myself? And, I talk about soul care and I talk about self-care, and that is all about developing the ultimate relationship with yourself and that inner ally, that part of you that really is your friend, that's trying to help you all the time. Your soul is there all the time. But we don't pause enough to thank ourselves. We don't pause enough to show appreciation for who we are, where we've come from, where we're going, our resilience. And, I think it's just super important to stop and pause and do that, because when we think about developing relationships with other people, or even with spirit, God, universe, we show thanks, we show gratitude, we show appreciation in whatever way possible. My best friend is coming up for the weekend, and we were in Nepal and Bhutan at this time last year, and so I actually wrote her a little card and put it in the guest room, thanking her for the 36 years of friendship and thanking her for all the support and allowing me to be who I am in whatever capacity that might mean. But when do we stop to thank ourselves? When do we stop to go, wait a minute, I need to thank me. I need to thank me for all of the things that I do to take care of myself, all of the things I do to move forward, all the things that I do to grow, all the things I've gotten through. And I think it's super important. Now, obviously, as we thank others, we are creating community. We're creating that connection between ourselves and those other people and souls. But in thanking yourself, you're going to create a better relationship with you. And so, I am all about pushing people forward. I'm always about evolution. That is kind of my middle name. It's in every cell of my body. So what are you doing to thank you? What are you doing to move forward in that appreciation, in that gratitude? And this is the perfect time. These last 9 or 10 months really have been doozies. And, I've heard a lot of stuff. I'm seeing about 35, 36 clients a week these days, which is a lot of clients. And then by the weekend, I'm spending a lot of time recharging and restoring and taking care of myself. But I'm also very grateful that I know how to do that. I'm very grateful that I can help these folks. I'm very grateful when someone thanks me. And so it's that process, but pausing to thank yourself is so personal and so important. And I'm guessing that anybody watches this video has not thanked themselves. So I would encourage you to start that practice. I would encourage you to figure out a way to expand that relationship with yourself and your soul, because your souls will be what gets you through this process and gets you through any process, really. This pandemic thing is going to be temporary. We are going to get through it. That's all we're seeing is how do we get through it? How do we get through it? But then we are going to be different on the other side of it. And then we're going to go through a whole nother level of growth and lots of other life events and all that kind of stuff. But if you can pause long enough every once in a while to stop and go, wow, thank you for resilience. Thank you for patience. Thank you for handling that the way you did. Thank you for growing. Thank you for whatever it might be. We have to realize that that relationship with our soul is the most important relationship we will ever have in our lives. We're taught to believe that the most important relationship is with God, but actually God, universe, cosmos, whatever you want to call it, is us. And if we don't build that relationship with us as humans, us as souls, we're not getting very far. So just something to really think about, because I know this is a novel idea. I know this is new to a lot of people, but I just want to press it because I think it's super important to another element that you probably never thought of that I'm planting in your brain, because I think it's important to think about this at this point. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I would love to hear, have you ever thanked yourself? And I think it's super important for us to, again, develop that relationship with ourselves. This COVID thing is probably going to go on for another year and a half, 2 years, regardless of the antiviral drugs, regardless of a vaccine, because we've got a lot more to work through as souls. And I really think that's why this thing is happening, is we're supposed to do a lot of soul work during this time. So just, again, I'm always going to press people. That's who I am. An astrologer told me that probably 20 years ago, that's who I am. I'm like, yep, that kind of is who I am. So let's take this forward. I'm going to help you take it forward, but help me know what you need in order for me to help take you forward. Because if you have ideas for what you need to hear about, put them here. But also, in this whole process, just make sure you thank yourself. I also want to thank all of you. I would not be me without you, meaning that I grow and I learn every day when I'm working with clients, when I'm working with consulting clients, when I'm doing groups, when I'm doing videos. And so I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart and soul, because this is an important part of who I am. Is I love giving gratitude. I love sharing that part of me with people that I know that I can help others grow. But thank you for receiving it. Thank you for being there to receive it and being appreciative of it. So take that, absorb it, sit with it, because I very much am grateful. I hope you have a wonderful and safe holiday. I know it's different for everybody. It's going to be more and more different as this holiday and then Christmas, but be safe, be healthy, appreciate yourself and others, find that meaning, go within, and go to your soul for at least a little bit. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.